Today I'm going to share my full cruise review of my recent sailing on Virgin Voyages, the Scarlet Lady. I'm going to dive deep into the experience. If that sounds interesting, please keep watching. Hello everyone, I hope you are having a splendid day, and if you're new here, welcome. My husband and I, plus 2 friends, recently completed a sailing on the Scarlet Lady. It departed on October 19th, and it was a 4-night cruise. This cruise went to Key West and the Bimini Beach Club, and we also had 1 sea day. Let's talk about our stateroom first. We stayed in a suite aft suite with pretty big balcony on deck 9, and we really enjoyed our stateroom, particularly the terrace. My husband in particular loves to spend a lot of time on the balcony whenever we cruise, and this terrace was perfect. The bed was large and very comfortable, and it had nice quality linens, and overall it was just a great cabin. I would definitely stay in it again. Our stateroom attendant was excellent. He kept our room neat and stocked with both fresh and sparkling water. I really like sparkling water, so it was nice that we had this available all the time. And the stateroom attendants on Virgin automatically give you ice, which I really like. You never have to request it. Now let's move on to dining. This was my 3rd time sailing on the Scarlet Lady, and once again, the food was pretty impressive. If you're unfamiliar, all restaurants are included with your fare on Virgin Voyages, even the ones that are considered more fine dining. On this cruise, we had dinner in the Wake Steakhouse, Extra Virgin, the Italian restaurant, Pink Agave, the Mexican restaurant, and Gangbei, the Korean barbecue place. All were good, but Pink Agave in terms of food was my favorite. But I have to say, I think the best dinner on board was at Extra Virgin, the Italian restaurant, because we had an absolutely wonderful serving team. They were just so much fun and made our dining experience so pleasant, and I love the gelato cart that they bring out at the end of dinner. The Korean barbecue restaurant was also quite good, but you do sit with other passengers when you go to this restaurant, so that's just something to be aware of. And unfortunately, the 2 people that we were seated with were not having a very good cruise, which was too bad because we were having a great cruise. But I do understand why they were not, and it's just something I want to address quickly. This was their first time sailing on Virgin, and Virgin is definitely not for everyone. That's why there are lots of different cruise lines, so that you can choose the one that is best for you. And in this case, they just weren't very comfortable using their phone and the app and the tablet in the room. If you don't like pulling menus up using a QR code, you're probably not going to enjoy this cruise. On Virgin, you use your phone quite a lot. It is how you see the day's schedule of activities. It is how you check your balance. It is even how you schedule your departure time. So if you're not really a phone person, don't spend a lot of time on apps, Virgin's probably not for you. We ended up having a very nice dinner with them, and hopefully we made their cruise a little bit better, but I do understand why they weren't having the best time. They were just very unsure about what to do and how to use the app. For lunches, we pretty much stuck to the pizza place. The pies are made to order, and it is still the best pizza I've ever had on a cruise ship. Oh, I want to talk about the dock restaurant and bar because this was a new find for me on this cruise. They serve delicious small plates or tapas, and it is the perfect spot to go to for happy hour. Have a drink and some nibbles because the food is very, very good. They have goat cheese polenta, grilled shrimp, and Spanish octopus. And they also have roasted chicken and hanger steak on pitas. It's just a great spot, so make sure you check it out if you are planning to sail on the Scarlet Lady. For breakfast, we went to the Galley, Virgin's food court, and had made-to-order omelets and hash browns. And one morning we went to the Wake, the steakhouse, for brunch. And if you like a boozy brunch, this is a good place for it because they do offer unlimited mimosas and Bloody Marys as an option. The food is good, but they don't have a lot of traditional breakfast items available. For example, you can't get an omelet or even bacon there. You can get made-to-order eggs, but they are not on the menu. But I do recommend getting the chocolate croissants because they are delicious. And because brunch is during the day, you get a fabulous view of the Wake. So I definitely do recommend having brunch here, but just be sure to make reservations. Now let's talk about entertainment. We saw the dueling reality show. That's what it's called. It's in the Red Room for obvious reasons, and it was pretty good. It wasn't the best show I've ever seen on a cruise, but it was entertaining and worth an hour of your time. They had some pretty impressive acrobatics. Definitely make reservations if you want to see any of the shows on the Scarlet Lady. They fill up fast. We also saw another show on this cruise. We got mystery tickets left in our stateroom. The invitation said to go to a certain location on the ship at a certain date and time and look for the crew member with the rose tattoo, and it didn't give us any more information than that. We were intrigued, so we went. We didn't know if we were going to get to meet the captain or tour the bridge or what, but we went. They took us into a section of the ship where the crew live, and we walked through there and we ended up at the crew bar, which was very cool. I have always wanted to see what the crew bar looks like on a cruise ship. There were maybe 30 of us who were selected, and they took us into the crew bar and we got to see a 30-minute show. I don't want to give any more details other than that in case you are selected to go to this show, but I would recommend it. It was a fun way to spend 30 minutes, and they did lock up our phones. They took our phones from us so we couldn't take any photos or video. After dinner, we usually went to the On the Rocks bar, and once again, Virgin hit it out of the ballpark with the quality of the musical entertainment. It was fantastic. And there seemed to be a lot more performances scheduled around the ship than my previous 2 cruises, and that was really nice. So keep an eye on your app for show times and locations. And Scarlet Night once again delivered. If you are unfamiliar, Scarlet Night is a ship-wide party that culminates with a pool party under the stars. And it is a lot of fun. Everyone wears a splash of scarlet, and it's just a great dance party by the pool. Because we were suite guests, we took full advantage of Richard's Rooftop, which is a private sun deck. We hung out there on the sea day, and we also had complimentary champagne there each evening. Regarding ports, Key West was fun, as it always is. We went to a couple local bars, Captain Tony's and Hog's Breath, and had a very nice afternoon. Unfortunately, our day at Bimini Beach Club wasn't the perfect beach day that we had hoped. It was insanely windy and had rain on and off. And there were 5 to 6 foot waves that I have never seen in the Bahamas. There must have been a storm out at sea. We didn't even try to swim in the ocean, but we did hear that they were not allowing people to swim. It was just too rough. Because of the weather, we didn't spend a lot of time on the island, so we hung out for a little bit, had lunch, and then went back to the ship. And now I want to give you a good tip. If the pool looks like this, there is a place to chill and relax that a lot of people don't know about. By the way, I know it looks super crowded, but I have to say the people at the pool look like they were having a great time. It definitely had a party vibe. But if you do want to get away from the crowds and want some peace and quiet, go to the outdoor section of the galley, Virgin's food court. A lot of people don't realize this section is there. It is just a great place to get away from the crowds and the sun. And finally, I want to give you a little bit of information about Disembarkation. We received a letter on the last day of our sailing. I have it right here. And it says, to ensure a smooth exit, head over to your app now and book a debarkation slot by following these simple steps. Navigate to the port section of the app, choose Miami, select Shore Things, then press book. Choose a time slot that suits you. The debarkation process started at 7:30 a.m. on Deck 7 midship. If you do want to have breakfast before you get off the ship, you can reserve a table at Razzle Dazzle or The Wake, and you can have breakfast there from 6:30 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. Or you can head over to the galley from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. and grab something to go. Also, if you don't want to take your luggage with you when you get off the ship, you can leave it outside your cabin before midnight, the night before debarkation. You just keep your original tags attached to your luggage when you set it outside your door, and if you don't have the original tags anymore, you can see your room attendant and get new ones. And that's it. I hope you found this video informative. If you've sailed on the Scarlet Lady, please leave a comment below and tell me if you enjoyed your sailing. This is going to be my last Virgin video for a while. I have a couple Disney videos coming up. It's been a minute since I've done those. And then there's going to be a couple Royal Caribbean and a couple Princess. So if you don't want to miss any of those, please subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be notified when I upload them. If you'd like to talk cruising with me just a little bit longer, I will link 2 Virgin videos at the end that I think you might like. Until next time, I hope you have happy and safe travels. I appreciate you and thank you so much for watching. Bye!